Our boys scorching hot, 4-2, another winning weekend for Ben Mintz and his six-pack. As Mincy told you last week, and he was starting to feel it coming down the stretch here. We're heading into championship weekend in college football. Mintz's overall total, 44 wins and 39 losses on the season. But feeling right, heading into another weekend of plays. Mincy, good morning. How are you?
Good, man. We've taken the long and winding road to get to 5 over 500, but I'm very happy with the way I bounced back. At one point, I was 26 and 32. So 18 and 7 last 25 down the stretch.
Let's go, Ben.
Yes.
Stretch runner. When it matters the most, the alpha factor we've talked about all week.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's got to stay the course. Well, we got a heck of a slate of games coming up this weekend, conference championship week. What's not to love? Obviously, very, very excited for LSU Georgia to say the least, but I'm not going to have a pick on that game, unfortunately. We're gonna start first game, Big 12 championship game.
Wait. Sorry, Ben. Before we get into the games, I just want to get a quick read because one thing that we talked about was it feels a bit surprising given how I feel these teams match up that LSU's only favored by 6 in Vegas. Like, how are you reading that? What's your interpretation?
Well, the weirdest thing I thought about the whole thing was it opened at only 4 and it snapped went to 7 within like 20 minutes. So I was shocked to see it open at 4 that low. The only concern I have for LSU in this game is the last few years in these games, Georgia has played Alabama as an underdog about kind of a similar spot. They were 4.5 to 7 point underdog a couple of times. And they've come out in the first halves and played 2 of their best first halves as an underdog that I've seen. But a lot of that also might have to do with Kirby Smart's familiarity with Nick Saban and his scheme from all their time at Bama. But that's really the only concern I got. All of Georgia's skill guys being down, none of them have really been that good this year. I think LSU's defensive backs have a huge, huge edge. And also, LSU on the fast track and the carpet with their athleticism, speed, and perfect weather conditions is not going to hurt this offense.
No, yeah, I wouldn't think so. All right, Mincy, now let's get into your picks.
All right, we'll start. First is the Big 12 championship game. And a lot of Baylor's getting a lot of love, and I get it. They just crushed Kansas 61-6. They're 11-1. Matt Rule's had a great season coaching them and all that stuff, blah, blah, blah. But they let Oklahoma off the hook completely last time. They were up 28-3 at home and lost 34-31. And I think this is a little bit of a different situation. And Oklahoma hammered Oklahoma State last week. Oklahoma's fight to get to the playoff, and I kind of think Baylor's overachieved just to get here. Also, I'm not the biggest believer in Morton, the Baylor quarterback, and I think Baylor missed their shot against Oklahoma, and I like Oklahoma by 9 here. Pretty good bet.
Wow. All right, there we go. First play, Big 12 championship, Oklahoma -9. What you got next?
Next, we're going to go to the Big 10 championship game, and y'all know I always call myself out when I do something stupid. And I guess I was thinking, I don't know what the hell I was thinking going against Ohio State last week. That was one of the stupidest things I've ever done. I know Michigan had come in hot, but, that wasn't very smart. And we've done this the last couple of years. Anytime Ohio State plays in the Big Ten championship game, that same factor I talked about with LSU, the 4- and 5-star athletes on the speed, the turf, that's not good against Wisconsin. Wisconsin's got 2- and 3-star guys out there. And if this game was played in Madison, Wisconsin, at 30 degrees, snow and rain, I'd give them a shot. But they got no chance in hell on this turf in Indianapolis. I'm laying 16 with Ohio State. I think they're going to run it up pretty big as they try to get that one. They're trying to get that 1 seed.
Third play.
I hate that. All right, we're going to the NFL now. I guess, I made a tweet about this on Happy Thanksgiving where, how thankful we are for, the death taxes and Bills unders. I believe was my tweet.
Yes.
Ravens, Bills, 43.5. Another grinded out low scoring game coming. The public, 78% on the over again.
Wow.
What's going on here? I don't understand. I know that Lamar and the Ravens score a lot, but 40-degree physical game coming in Buffalo. It's going to be a slugfest. I'm taking the under again. I like it.
So Ravens at Bills under 43.5.
You got it. Another. Last week that Ravens Niners was 2017. I think that could very, very well happen again. All right, next game. This is one of those games. Sometimes Vegas comes out with lines where they make them really high just to discourage you from taking them. And when I saw this Washington Redskins at Green Bay Packers line, that's immediately what I thought. Vegas came out with it at 14.5. It's down to 13. But, guys, Dwayne Haskins and Aaron Rodgers and Lambeau Field, even though the Redskins have won 2 in a row, I know I'm glad to see Darius Geis doing well. Love that. they're going to get the crap kicked out of them this game. I think Green Bay wins like 38-10. I'm taking Green Bay laying 13. And y'all know I never lay that many points in pro football. That's how confident I am in this game.
Green Bay minus 13. Wow. Where to next?
We're going to the lovely Meadowlands, and this is not the sexiest game, but I like the way it sets up. You know, right when everybody had counted out, started thinking the Jets were good, they lay that egg against Cincinnati, 22-6 last week. Miami's coming off a big win against Philly, but Miami's defense the last 3 weeks against Carson Wentz, Josh Allen, and Baker Mayfield has combined to allow over 100 points. And in the never-ending battle of whether you're going to get good Sam Darnold or bad Sam Darnold, I'm banking on good Sam. It's a bounce-back game for the Jets, who've been pretty good at home. And I like the Jets by 5.5 over Miami.
Wow. Jets minus 5.5
All right.
versus Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins. Final play of the weekend.
Final one of the weekend. Man, I hate to say this because he's had such a great career, and I hate to call anybody washed up. That's so cold-blooded. But this Phillip Rivers thing is just not looking real good for the Chargers right now. And Jacksonville kind of, and I guess that we were all wrong, boy, that Foles experiment didn't work out. He played 10 quarters, and they got destroyed by Indy, Tennessee, and Tampa. Well, they put Minshew back in the second half. They named him the starter.
Wow.
He gave him a shot of life, and I like Minshew. I'm taking Jacksonville +3 here, kind of similarly to the Mariota to Tannehill stuff with the Titans. I just think Jacksonville is a lot better with Minshew. They're getting 3 at home, and the Chargers just struggling, man. They're 4-9. So I like Jacksonville +3 at home.
I missed that entire storyline. Nick Foles got benched for Gardner Minshew.
Yeah,
I mean,
Nick Foles played 10 quarters, and they got destroyed at Indy, destroyed at Tennessee, and then they were down huge at half. And, he got yanked at half, and then Minshew had a pretty good, okay second half. But I just think Minshew gives him a chance. Foles, what a weird career Foles.
That's what I was going to say. Has there ever been a more unlikely Super Bowl winner than Nick Foles? Or, yeah, you said career, but even like that one incredible year he had with Chip Kelly before falling off. It's been the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. Wild.
Mintz's six-pack recap in here. Big 12 championship game, Oklahoma -9. As the Big 10 championship game, Ohio State -16. On Sunday, Ravens and Bills under the 43.5 there. Washington, the Redskins traveling to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Likes the home team -13 there. Dolphins at Jets Sunday take the home team, the Jets -5 and a hook. And the Chargers at Jaguars. Jaguars, the home dog there, +3. Mitzi, what are they going to do in Oxford?
Yeah, what's going on? Why'd you fire Matt Luke?
Well, I don't feel good. The thing was is that I obviously all the Ole Miss fans wanted Norvell from Memphis because the easy seamless ties. I don't feel good. I think that's an Ole Miss-Florida State battle that, let's not call it a rocket science, but, Florida State's probably a little better job than Ole Miss, and I can understand that.
Why would anybody go to the SEC West over the ACC right now? Like if you're trying to win.
Yes. No, completely. And so I don't think Ole Miss can be able to get Norvell. So I'm hearing Napier from ULL, which I'm all for.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's young, but I like the coaching tree he comes off of. I like the energy he's brought ULL. I don't know. I keep hearing Kiffin's name is a long shot. I hear that more for Arkansas. I've heard even long shot Will Healy from Charlotte. Man, who the heck knows? But I do know this.
What about Rich Rod?
Man, Rich Rod's his personality is super blowhard, and it just didn't. I don't think it meshes with
that
the
clip
culture.
of him when he loses it in the press box.
Keep Rich Rod was interesting to me as a coordinator. I don't want him as my head coach. Here's the deal, though, Ben. I get there is a disconnect between I think how Ole Miss fans felt about Matt Luke and how like us outside are like telling Ole Miss fans they should feel about Matt Luke. But like I kind of bought the theory that okay, if they're moving on from Luke, they already have their guy lined up. That's not the case, right? Like they just chose to move on from him.
Man, what I think happened, my personal thing is they thought they could get Norvell, and when Florida State wanted him, that hurt that. Because I think Norvell was a very obvious one, with the Memphis FedEx ties, because FedEx is the biggest booster for Ole Miss. Those are Memphis people. And I thought that was definitely what they were trying to do, and obviously not sure if that's going to work. But look, man, Matt Luke, I hate to say this, man, he wasn't even a good offensive line coach. I mean, all those years he was the O-line coach, Ole Miss could never even block anybody. He wasn't even he was not even a great position coach. So you got to have, in the SEC West, you got to have a young, forward-thinking, creative mind just to have a chance. And so I don't know. I even if they go Napier, I'm fine with it. Just give me a reason to believe something.
Hey, Napier has led UL to unprecedented heights. 10 wins, first time in school history, playing for a conference championship back-to-back years now. So maybe so. What about Mike Leach? Did you fall for the report?
Not really, because the sources, because this day and age we live in, I would love the Leach thing for how much fun it would be for the fans. But Mike Leach and Oxford culture that would be a mix. I'm sure you have lots of thoughts on swoops and practice. Sure.
That would be great takes, though. Mintzy, have a good weekend, man.
Yeah, thank y'all. We'll try to stay hot.
All right, man.
Jordy, safe trip up to Atlanta.
Yep, thank you.
You're hot, Mintzy.